Hi BookTube, Sarah here, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a fun, not really an announcement video, but I guess it is. This isn't an announcement as in this is something that we as a channel are going to do together. This is something that I am doing in 2019, and I am super excited about it. I have been looking forward to filming this video for 9 or 10 months. This has literally been like a baby to me in a way. I came up with this idea back in January of 2018. So this has been almost a year in the making. And it the idea came to me from a couple different sources. So just let me explain that first, and then I will get into exactly what this is that I'm going to be doing, because I'm going to be talking about this project every single week on my channel in 2019. So the way I came up with this idea, or what prompted me to think about this, is that in 2019, in March, I turned the big 40. And that is a big birthday, in my opinion. Not to say too much, but, you know, I don't want to get into that factor of it. But as someone whose parents were told, you know, I might not even live to see a year old, to hit 40 is pretty freaking awesome. To hit any birthday is awesome. And the more birthdays I get to see, the happier and the better it is. Obviously, the happier I'll be. But you guys know what I mean. You know, when you have an illness of some kind, you know, not that I let it determine who I am or what I do, but that on my birthday, I always step back and think about that. And I'm forever grateful that I'm still here and, you know, healthy. And, but anyway, so 40 is a big number, you know, let's not lie. 40 is a big number. And it's a little intimidating. I don't feel like I'm going to be 40. I don't feel like I'm 20. I haven't figured out this whole adulting thing yet. I always do that. I think about where my parents were at the same age I am, and I'm like, I am miles behind them. Like, in terms of, I'm probably never going to own a home, and I'm fine with that. You know, it really doesn't bother me. I'm perfectly happy renting. You know, I have a good job and stuff like that. I'm married. Of course, I didn't have any children, which, I mean, is a big factor in, you know, I guess feeling older than you actually are. But I'm fine, you know, being young at heart. That doesn't bother me. But 40 is still a big number. And so I kind of wanted to recognize that in 2019, that I wanted to do something to recognize the fact that, you know, hey, it's not that, hey, it's my birthday, but hey, 40 is a big number. And I see a lot of booktubers. So this is kind of where the idea came from. Sorry, this might get a little bit rambly, and I do apologize. I apologize in advance. I see a lot of booktubers who do the like 50 and 50 challenge, where these are the 50 books that I want to read by the time I turn 50. And when I came up with this idea last year, back in January, or not last year, this year in January, I originally had thought that, I'm like, maybe a 40 and 40 challenge, 40 books I want to read by the time I turn 40. And I thought, well, I didn't want to put that kind of, you know, like, because it was already like late January, you know, and I thought, I didn't know if I wanted to compile this list and then give myself like 10 or 11 months. And I thought, no, let's just, you know, let's step back and let's think about this a little bit more. So, but I really like that idea of kind of, you know, picking books that you kind of really are interested in and, you know, finding a way to work them into, because I know a lot of people who are doing that 50 and 50 are doing it, are not 50 yet. They're like maybe 40 or 45. So they're giving themselves 5 or 10 years to do it. I could do the same thing. I could say, let's do a 50 and 50 challenge, but I honestly, I didn't want to wait 10 years to finish all these books that I want to read. So, and I just want to constantly be reading new things. So, you know, I didn't want to put that pressure, like a 10-year pressure on myself for certain books. So the other thing that I've always loved watching are unwrapping videos. I know Shannon does unwrapping videos, and I've seen a couple other people do them, and I love watching them. And I'm like, it's really difficult for me to do that because this is my book collection, like for physical books, to physically unwrap, other than my Harlequins, and which of course is coming into a factor in this. And it's kind of hard to unwrap an ebook. So I started kind of thinking about it and what I wanted to do. Now, I don't know, I know I'm not wrong because I have a book on my shelf that proves that I'm right on this one, but I'm assuming that Harlequin does not want to acknowledge it and maybe wants to wait until the 75th anniversary. Back in 2009, Harlequin did a huge year-long celebration for their 60th anniversary. So in my eyes, in 2019, because if it was 2009, 2019 would be their 70-year anniversary. I looked it up and I've seen conflicting reports. Some say that the company was started in 49, some say it was 48. I've seen one saying like something else, you know, so there is a little bit, I mean, you can't believe everything you read on the internet, right guys? But the fact of the matter is that they did this huge push in 2009 for their 60th anniversary, that in 2019, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen any indication from any books coming out that they are, because back in 2009, they kind of spotlighted different series every single month. And I kind of thought originally that that's what was going to happen this year, but it looks like it's not. So either I think personally that maybe they're waiting to 75. Like they're not going to do a 70th anniversary spectacular. They're going to wait until the 75th anniversary, which would be in what, 2024, and doing a big to-do then. My dad turned 70 next year too, so that's why I've always coincided the two together, that he was born in 49 and Harlequin was born in 49 essentially. But again, I've seen conflicting reports, but again, I have books that kind of tell me that I'm right on this fact. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Originally, when I came up with this idea, that's what I had in mind. I was turning 40 and Harlequin was turning 70, and I wanted to acknowledge both of those things. So, into what I'm actually doing 8 minutes into this video, I have decided that I'm going to read a book a week in 2019, one book published each year of the last 40 years from the Harlequin imprints. So, over the course of the last year, I have been gathering these books. I've been ordering them online, I've been picking them up at thrift stores, and when I get them, I've been wrapping them in a brown paper bag. And I do not remember necessarily what's in all of these. I have a bag beside me. I'm not going to pick it up. It's a big, big gift bag, and it's filled with all 40. So going from 1979, so the first book, 1979, up to 2018, I have a book a year that came out from a Harlequin imprint. Very exciting. So, like I said, over the course of the next year, one book a week. So on Saturdays when I do my weekly reading vlogs and I sit down for that very first little clip to welcome you all to the vlog and stuff like that, I will open the book that's going to get read that week. So super duper exciting. I cannot wait. I think it's going to be absolutely spectacular and fun. I do not, like I said, I do not remember what's in these. There's 79. I'm not going to show you guys all of them. 1980. 1981 is a little thicker, so there we go. But I just thought it would be really fun to kind of trace the Harlequin line throughout the years and see not only how their books have changed, but how romance novels themselves have changed. You know, some of these may be, quote unquote, to use a booktube terminology, problematic, but I think they're still going to be delightful and fun. Now, that only takes me to 40 weeks. There is 52 weeks in a year, if you guys are doing the math along with me. I came to this conclusion in like August. I'm like, wait, there's only 40 weeks in a year. Or there's only 40 books I'm going to have, and there's 52 weeks in a year. I'm going to be 12 weeks short. Well, what we're going to do for that one, you guys, is every month I do my Harlequin Anticipated Reads videos. And I always ask you guys to please pick me a book. So essentially what we're going to do next year is I still want you guys to pick me a book. So when I do my Anticipated Reads video later on this month for January, please pick me a book. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy that book. I'm going to wrap it. I'm going to put January 2019 on it. And then I'm going to put it in the bag. And then when I'm done up to 2018, then I will pick January's, then February's, then March's. So we'll work our way through one book per month for the entire year of 2019. So I'm really excited about this. I know it sounds like a lot. I have now put 52 books on my TBR, guaranteed on my TBR for next year. To some people, that's their entire Goodreads goal. I am aiming for sneak peek to my my announcement video I'm going to do in a week or two about my goals and stuff like that for 2019. I'm hoping to hit 300 books in 2019, so we shall see. But I have been pretty much keeping up with a book a week of my Harlequin books, the ones that I've been reading. And most of these, let's be honest, you guys, are pretty easy reading. These are not, you know, textbooks. These are not, you know, they're going to be so much fun. And I'm so looking forward to it. So anyway, that's kind of my little announcement video. Sorry for shaking the camera. I am super duper excited about this. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any way that you guys can kind of do this with me. Unless you can kind of figure out, what week we're going to be doing what year, and maybe finding a book yourself to read. We won't be reading necessarily the same books, but I just think this is a super fun idea. And I love the fact of unwrapping, because it's like a present to me every single week, because like I said, I have no idea what's in here. So yeah. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments below your thoughts. Do you have any plans, any projects or anything like that that you want to do reading-wise in 2019? Because I'd love to know. And until my next video, guys, take care and happy reading. Bye, guys.